Alright, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all the glory and infinite praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. That's all praises to Yahweh, who the word ignorantly calls God, by Hashem in the name of Yahweh Shah, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the arcing that pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Shalom. Right, man, had another day of camp, prophesying the downfall against America, which has many code names in the scriptures such as Babylon the Great, Idumea, Assyria, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah in Egypt, so on and so forth. Alright. But basically what I'm going to get into today, or the title of this camp lesson is going to be Alas, for that day is great, man. Right, I'm speaking about the time of Jacob's trouble. Right, and it's been on my spirit to bring this out again because as you see, you know, the different prophecies that are popping up in the world, man. We know that Jacob's trouble is near, man. Esau, he's getting more and more ready to force that vaccination. You know what I'm saying? They're forcing, what is that? They're importing military trucks and tanks and shit out there in LA, all types of stuff like that, man. And that's how we know that, hey, man, Jacob's trouble is pretty much here, right at the door, man. Right, and a lot of people are going to be taken away in a great number, man. Right, the Lord said in 2 Ezra 5:1 that there's going to be many of them that be taken in a great number during this time, man. Right, we're living in that time. We're living in that time where Esau's finna come down and, hey, he's sharpening his sword right now, right? He's preparing, right? Sending military trucks in the streets and shit like that, because he's finna get ready to declare for martial law, right? It's no coincidence that he's doing all those things, man. Right? He's getting ready to come down with that great wrath, man. Right? And if you pay attention to what's going on in the world, man, it's evident that the Lord is finna return, man. Right? But before the Lord returns, Jacob's trouble has to pop off, man. All right. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel 33. And I was intending to come out here earlier, around like 1 or 2, but I dozed off. So, I mean, hey, the word of the Lord still got to come out, man. So it is what it is, all right? Ezekiel 33, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, When I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, right? And that's what was actually going on back then, man. Right, back then, you know, in the ancient world, you know, they'll have watchmen on the walls and stuff like that, right? Sitting on the towers and stuff like that, watching out for trouble, right? And whenever he see enemies finna invade their, you know, their village or their country or whatever, he'll blow that war trumpet, let them know that, hey, there's trouble, the sword is here, man. All right. And it says, Then whosoever heareth the sword of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head, right? And that's the whole point of a watchman, right? That's his whole duty, is to warn the people, right? So the ones that don't want to listen, hey, their blood will be upon their own hands, all right? Verse 5, it says, He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul, right? And notice me pertaining to this truth, man. If you take warning to this word, man, you take heed to this word, man, hey, you got a possibility to be a part of the elect, man, to be delivered, all right? Verse 6, all right, here's the point. No matter of fact, come. It says, But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Verse 7, So thou, O son of man, I have set thee watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word of the Lord, just like you hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. Come, man. So the Lord set us up to be watchmen, man. Right? To warn the people of the different troubles that are getting ready to come upon here in America, man. Right? And ultimately upon the whole world, man. Right? But mostly here in America, because there's shit popping up all around the world right now. Right? But it's going to hit America last, and it's going to hit it the hardest, man. Right, you see these uproars of the people and stuff like that happening around the world. That shit ain't really here in America, right? Yeah, you got riots and, you know, some stage shit, but sooner or later it's gonna be actual, hey, it's just some crazy shit out here, man, right? But our job, the Lord, He set us up to be watchmen, man, right? To warn y'all that Esau, he didn't want to come down with the great wrath, man, with that sword, because he is the sword of the Most High, man, right? And the Lord is gonna put the spirit on him. Had that hatred that he used to have on us in slavery. Right? And they finna do a big number on our people, man. Right? You got Jake out here dumb as hell, ignorant, don't know what's going on, just sitting in gross darkness, man. Right? And that's what the Lord said, those things are gonna overtake Jake as a thief in the night, man. Right? Because Jake don't know what the fuck is going on. Right? And that's a spirit, because now You know, I remember I came into truth about a year and 8 months ago, right? And I was telling people, you know, my homeboys back in the world and shit about these different things that were gonna happen and stuff like that, about the scriptures and all like that. And they kind of looked at me dumb and shit, like, you know, stuff like, yo, you brothers know, right? But then last night, one of them hit me up talking about, you know, asking me what I think about this thing, about what's going on around the world, man, right? So I mean, that's the spirit of the Lord. It's like, God, man. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. All right, because hey, they know we got the truth, man. All right. It's not to go to Joel 2:1, right? But like I was saying, man, our whole job is to warn y'all, man. All right? Because if we know this shit is finna happen and we don't warn y'all, hey, y'all blood is gonna be upon our hands and we're gonna have to pay for that shit. All right, so let's go to Joel. Joel 2:1, right? It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand, man. All right, so we're blowing that spiritual trumpet, man. Letting y'all know that, hey, this shit is finna get real out here, man. Right? Because there's different trumpets, you know what I'm saying? There's a war trumpet, a trumpet for like feast days and stuff like that, man. But right now we blowing that war trumpet, man. Right? Letting y'all know that, hey, man, this shit is finna get real out here, man. Right, Esau's really finna show y'all how much he hates y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right, there's gonna be a lack of food out. People gonna be starving to death. People gonna be starving to death. People gonna be here invading one another, shooting each other when you read in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Right, it's gonna be all types of crazy shit going on. People getting mauled down by wild animals. Right, all types of crazy shit out here, man. Right, but the ones that take heed, hey, they take heed. Right, the ones that don't, hey, that's on y'all, man. All right, so we're blowing that trumpet, letting y'all know, man, that it's finna get real out here. All right, so now let's go to 1 Timothy 4. All right, 1 Timothy 4, it says, verse 16, it says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in that, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Kind, man. So the point is to take heed, man. Take heed to what we're telling y'all, man. Right? In other words, listen, right, and apply it to your real life, man. Right? Don't just listen and then go about your daily lives living like a beast, man. All right? Take heed to what we listen to, intake it, man. Think about it, and then apply it to your life, man. Actually live this thing, man. That's the difference between us and these tacky ass Christians, right? We actually live these scriptures, man. Right? Any Christian come up, you can cut their ass, man. Right? I was arguing with a Christian at the gym, right? Not necessarily arguing with him, right? But we was having I guess you could say, a so-called debate, right? And basically, I'm cutting his ass with the scriptures every time, man. He wanted to get into the Gentiles and stuff like that. Cutting that, boom, what else you got? Oh, that, the circumcision, boom, cutting that. You know what I'm saying? These Christians ain't really got it like that, man. Right? Because they're not set up by the Lord, right? Well, you know, Salaki for going off topic, but hey, man, take heed, right? Speaking to you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. The ones that don't know about this truth, man, but you're hearing about it now, man, take heed, right? Because sooner or later, there's going to be a famine of the word, right? When you read in Amos, the 8th chapter, which is, let's get into that real quick. Matter of fact, we ain't got to get into it, all right? But there's going to be a famine of the word real soon, man. Right? And a whole lot of death and destruction is going to be here upon the streets of Babylon the Great, man, aka America, right? And it's going to be too late then, man, right? So listen up, man, and intake this, man. Tend to live this thing, man, so that you may be saved during that time. All right? So now let's go to Romans 13 and 11. Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, right? For now is our salvation nearer than we believe, man. Right? And our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. You got chariots visiting brothers over there in New York, Chicago, all over the place, man. As we speak, there's chariots all around me, man. You can't see them with the naked eye, man, unless they show themselves, right? But they're around us, man. That's what the Lord said, that there be many people, there's more with us than what there be with them, man. All right? There's chariots all around. There's angels around me right now, man. Right? You just can't see them. All right? They got the hedge of protection around me. All right? It says for that knowing that now is how is our salvation nearer than we believe, man. Right? And our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. Right? But it's time to wake out of sleep. Right? You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, right? Time to repent, man. Get back on, you know what I'm saying? Go back to the old ways of your how about Shimmy Shai. Keeping our customs of the ancient days, man. Right? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to be saved, man. Notice me if you're part of the elect. Right? Because elect are already predestined when they read in Romans 8 chapter. Right? But it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. You know, Jake is asleep, man. Dead, man. Those are those dry bones, right? You brothers out in this word, man. Y'all prophesying, doing what y'all got to do, man. We'll rush those dry bones as well, man. Right? But hey, man. Jake ain't gonna get into this, you know what I'm saying, too late. You know, Jake like to do shit at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? I myself, there's sometimes where I do shit at the last minute, like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how Jake gonna be out here, man. I'd be like, damn, you know, the brothers was out there teaching, man, I ain't listening, bro, fuck, like, what was I doing? Hey, that's how it is, that's how it's gonna be out here, man. All right? Now let's go to the book of Ephesians. Book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and I'm going to start at 14. It says, wherefore he saith, awake, that thou sleepest, and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach shall give thee light, right? Talking to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Right? Arise from the dead, man. Right? Because y'all are spiritually dead, right? And that light is talking about this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right? You're going to get this light by going to the Christian church, man. They're going to teach you as false doctrine. Tell you that everything's going to be okay, all types of shit like that, man. Right? Everything ain't going to be all right. Ultimately, if you're probably elected, it is, man. Right? But we're going to be tried, man. Right? Great tribulation is coming, man. Right? You Christians like to speak about that, man. What happened to, you know what I'm saying, us having to endure through that. Right? Y'all don't want to read that scripture, though. All right? Verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. And if I'm not mistaken, where circumspect, circum means to, you know what I'm saying, around, right? Inspect means to look, man, right? Look around, man. Know what's going on, right? And the majority of the people don't know what the fuck is going on, right? That's why they're going to be caught off as a thief in the night, man. For when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction coming upon them, man. Right? That's what's getting ready to happen, all right? It says redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. Right? We're living in some evil days right now. All right? The days are evil. Are y'all see shit from the, you know what I'm saying, break loose out here?
What's up, man? Y'all be nice. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, all right.
All right? But y'all see the days are evil, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau's finna come down with that great wrath and they utterly destroy Jake out here. All right? Shalaki. You saw these big ass dogs, man. Dogs as big as a motherfucker, boy. Woo. I'm thinking I'm finna have to sock off one of them motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna lie, boy. I just finna have to, beat one of them damn dogs down. Alright, Shalaki, let's go to Jeremiah 4:16 or 4 and 6, alright? But the angels, man, they was protecting me. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Your flesh, you know what I'm saying? You see a big ass dog that's damn near, you know what I'm saying, up to your waist. You know what I'm saying? It kind of shake you a little bit, man. Alright, bang. During this time that we're living in, the Lord said that, hey, even the beasts of the field are gonna be at peace with us, man. While Bill's out here roaming around, devouring people and shit, lions and, you know, big ass dogs, hey, they gonna be at peace with us though, man. Right? Because they gonna know, the Lord gonna put a different spirit and know that, hey, man, we part of the elect. Don't fuck with us, man. Alright? Hey, you rest these niggas out here, man. Big ass dog like that walk around, he gonna chew your ass up, man. Alright? Now let's go to Jeremiah 4:6. Jeremiah 4:6. It says, set up the standard toward Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north and a great destruction, man. Right? In the land of the north, he's talking about North America, if you didn't know, man. Right? The Lord said that a great evil is going to come upon America, man. Right? You see it today, man. It ain't in full-fledged just yet, man. But just wait, because sooner or later it will be, man. Right? You got Jake, 2020 popped up for the bang, man. Trump bombing Hussein Soleimani over there in Iran, right? All types of shit. The so-called coronavirus, this shit is a hoax, right? But sooner or later there is gonna be actual, pestilences out here, man. Just destroying people, man. You watch like the movie 28 Days Later. People are dropping dead like a motherfucker, man. Dropping dead like flies. That's what's getting ready to happen out here, all right? And you got simple as Jake riding by in a car with a mask on with the windows down. Like, Jake is simple as fuck. That's what the Lord said. That Jake is a sottish people, man. Jake is dumb as hell, man. And I don't feel bad for Jake when they perish out here, man. Like, Jake deserves you in the car by yourself with a fucking man. It bugs you, man. It irritates me, man. All right. But let's read that over again. It says, set up the standard toward Zion, retire, stay not, for I will bring evil from the north. Right. All the plagues that the Lord said He was going to bring upon the earth, man. Right. He said He was going to in 2nd Ezra, I think the 16th chapter, or the 15th, said He was going to bring plagues upon Egypt as He did before, man. All right, and America is known as spiritual Egypt, right? Due to us, them putting us in bondage. It says, and a great destruction, right? And the ultimate great destruction is going to be those nuclear missiles. All right. Now let's go to Jeremiah 30:7. All right, Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it, man. Right? And then we're entering into that time as we speak, man. Jeremiah 30:7 is right at the doors, man. Jacob's trouble. It's going to be like a time never before. Right? And you got these dumbasses talking about that happened during the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD. No. It's talking about this time that we're living in now, man. All right? And so what? Say if it did happen. The Lord said there's no new thing under the sun, man. Right? It's going to happen all over again. Right? Before the Lord returns back to the planet Earth, this shit has to break out, man. All havoc is going to break out upon the earth. That's when you read in the book of Matthew, 24th chapter. He's talking about great tribulation, right? And after those days of great tribulation, then He's going to return immediately, man. All right? But hey, man, it's going to be like a time never before, right? You think slavery was you think that bullshit Holocaust that they were sitting there playing in your mind, making it seem like it was just that horrific. You think that was something. Wait till you see Jacob's trouble, man. All right? Jacob's trouble going to be like a time never before, man. All right? We're here wiping people down, man. People gonna be dying from pestilences, all types of shit. All right? All right. Matthew 24. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Matthew 24:21, it says, for then shall the great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. All right, so we're speaking of that great tribulation. Speaking of Jeremiah 30:7, Jacob's trouble, which is utterly finna come upon America, Babylon the Great. That's what America is known as in the scriptures, Babylon the Great. Right? And Jacob's trouble is finna pop off. Right? And that's that great tribulation. Right? You know, you Christians like to talk about the great tribulation. They're gonna be when the rapture comes, they're gonna be taken up in the sky. That's not what's gonna happen. All right? The Lord said that he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. When all this hell is coming upon America, when you got pestilences coming around, right?
It's already here.
It is here, but it's finna come full-fledged. This shit ain't nothing. The coronavirus, it's not even really out here, right? This shit is all a hoax because they're finna try to establish the new world order, right? The chip. I don't know if you know about the RFID microchip. You know about the RFID microchip?
Satan got the upper hand in this war, but Jesus is all around and He's still here.
Yep. Right? But that's what they're trying to do. That's what the New World Order is. They want to chip everybody, right? Try to track everybody. I don't know if you pay attention to the news, but the Detroit Lions, they're forcing their players to wear a tracking bracelet, right? And that's ultimately going to lead to that chip.
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from here. Are you from here?
Oh, yeah.
What's your nationality?
I was just asking.
No, you good. What's your
My
nationality?
name's Frank, man. I'm Methodist.
Oh, well.
Methodist, born and raised Methodist.
Oh, well, I don't deal with religion. I deal with, like, the actual truth of the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Religion isn't in the scriptures. You know?
Yeah.
Methodist, you know, Christianity and stuff like that, they don't actually teach you the truth of the scriptures, right? Let me get this real quick. Let me go to Deuteronomy 18.
I heard that this COVID-19 was part of the cause, but it's mainly the churches that have went out of bounds, stepped out of bounds of Jesus. That's why he kind of, I mean, because what the churches are doing is they're taking the money and feeding their families. It's
well, I wouldn't so say that. Have you ever heard of T.D. Jakes? These bit or Joel Osteen and those people, stuff like that. They don't actually take that money and do something good with it. They take it and keep it for themselves. Like they're greedy, right? The Christianity and stuff like that, the Lord, He's not dealing with that. They say they don't even tell you this. Well, let me get this quick. This is Deuteronomy 18, right? They're
Are you
false
hungry?
prophets. No, I'm good. I got somewhere to stay, you know. Trust me. Just come out here teaching that on me.
pizza
I'm good. Appreciate it though.
and sweet tea. I haven't drinking it.
You good?
I
You good?
just got it from over there. I bought it for a homeless person, but I just put the straw in.
Have you been drinking?
Well, yeah, I've been drinking because I had one of them days, you know, because my job. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but I can't stand the fucking worker that works there. I mean, I can't. And he sent me home this morning. I was like, over something like that big. Like I know how to run a wacky packer, okay, like the packer. And he was like, "We gotta push down." I was like, "Dude, I am fucking push. How hard do you want me to fucking push down?" And I didn't tell him like, you push down on the son of a bitch, it'll go forward. You push up, it'll go back. I didn't do that, and then he got his panties in a bunch and he sent me home for the day.
I understand.
But,
right, but I'm gonna bring this out so you can, you know.
Yeah.
All right,
I apologize, sure.
Nah, you good. Deuteronomy 18, and I'm gonna start at 18. It says, "I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command them." Right? And the Lord said that in the last days He was going to raise up prophets again, right, to teach these scriptures, right? Because when you go to the book of Ezekiel 33, the Lord said He's going to set up watchmen, right, upon the house of Israel. What's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking? What's your nationality?
White?
Well, that's not a national. White is a color. White is the color of my shirt, just like I'm not black. Black is this color. Those are all bywords. You people are Irish, German.
Caucasian. Well, like Irish. Well, my mother, I mean, it's complicated. I guess my mother has a little Italian in her. My mother has a little Russian, or it's the other way around. Because I was born blonde hair, and now I got like dirty blonde.
Yeah.
But and a red beard. That's, I mean, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, well, I don't know if you ever heard about the Hebrew Israelites, right? Those consist of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Those are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, right? The people you see over there in the land today are not the real Hebrew Israelites. The Lord said that His people weren't gonna be set back in that land until He returns, right? They're gonna be scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, right? They're gonna be put into slavery, so on and so forth. If you read the book of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, let me go to that real quick. All right. Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna start at 60. It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships," right? And it's not actually talking about the literal physical land of Egypt, right? America is spiritually known as Egypt, right? That's why you look at the back of your dollar bill. They got what they got, the pyramids, right?
No, you're the life before you stepped into Jesus' life. That's Egypt, what I believe.
No.
Because God grabbed you out of Egypt when
You talking about the first time, the first deliverance? You talking about the Exodus?
Yes.
Right. Yes. Right. But this is what the Lord said. He said, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." It's not actually talking about the physical land of Egypt over there in what you call Africa. Right? It's talking about spiritual Egypt, right? And I can prove it. When you go to Revelation, the 11th chapter, the Lord said,
Egypt, when
America's known as spiritual Egypt. Let me get this.
When you can't see or hear God, right?
No. Well, here's the thing. You're not going to be able to get it because you're not sober. The Lord said to be sober-minded. know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to understand it because you're not sober right now, right? You're drunk, so it's like you're not gonna be able to understand it, you know. But I mean, if you're, you know, if you're saved or saved, you could be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only people that are gonna be saved. So I mean, you know,
Thank you.
You could be an Israelite. So hey, repent.
God bless.
All right, Salaki Akim. Let me get back on track. All right, let's go back to Matthew 24 and 21. Yeah, he was all drunk and shit, so I wasn't even gonna waste my time. I wanted to get into some scriptures and stuff like that, but it was gonna be pointless, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, Matthew 24 and 21, get back on track. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be," right? So that's talking about Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna be great tribulation upon the earth, man, that has never been upon the earth, man, nor there ever shall be. All right, it's gonna be pretty bad out here, man. All right. So now let's go to 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. Yeah, dude was drunk. I wasn't even finna deal with him. At first I was, but I had to look and see. Dude was really drunk. All right. 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and without cease part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest begins to visit the world which he made," man. Right? So the Lord commanded us to measure the time diligently, man. Right? The times that you're living in, the Lord said that we're living in evil times, man. You're supposed to know the times that you're living in. Right? If you don't, you're in gross darkness, and the Lord said that those things are going to overtake you as a thief. Right? If you don't know what's going on by now, man, hey, you in bad shape. Let me just say that, man. Right? And the Lord, he's visiting the world through the different plagues that he's sending upon the earth, man. Through the pestilences, through the, you know, the different, what is it, like the locusts and stuff like that. The volcanic explosions, the chariot sightings and stuff like that. The Lord is visiting the world, man. All right. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians. All right, 1 Thessalonians 5, and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as at the thief in the night." Right? "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as to fell upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape," man. Right? So when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come upon them, man. Right? And what are the people saying now, man? While we living in a time of peace, right? We're not worried about that. You try to tell a Jacob about, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures and stuff about that, you know, about what's going on. They say they don't even worry about it. Right? They think they're in a time of peace. They think this shit is going to come to an end. Right? They think that the coronavirus is going to stop. They think all these pestilences and stuff like that aren't going to come upon the earth, man. Then the Lord said, "Then shall sudden destruction cometh upon them," man. Right? It's going to be sudden, like when you least expect it. All right? Verse 4. It says, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness," right? We're not in darkness because we're looking up to this light right here, man. This wasn't not his understanding of the scriptures. This is that real light, right? You 2/3, you niggas in that church, man, y'all are in gross darkness, man, because y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on, right? It says that day shall overtake you as a thief, man, right? Notice me, whenever the Lord, Yahweh Shah, returns back to the planet Earth, man, that day isn't going to overtake us as a thief, man, all right? Because, hey, we've been watching, man. We've been measuring the time diligently, all right? We've been keeping up with the prophecies. All right, so now let's go to Jeremiah 6. Jeremiah 6 and 16, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths." What are the old paths? To keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. To turn back from your wicked ways, man. All right? He says, "Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." But they said, "We will not walk therein," man. Right? And he's speaking to the 2,000 nation Israel, man. Right here speaking to our people, telling them to repent, man. For the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. To turn back and repent, to walk in the old paths of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But they said, "We will not walk therein," man. They want to continue to walk in the ways of Babylon the Great. Right? Continue to smoke dope. Continue to sell weed, be witches and warlocks. Right? Continue to be hoes and stuff like that, man. To be sodomites. Right? They want to continue to walk in those ways. Verse 17, it says, "Also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken," man. What's that sound of that trumpet, man? That war trumpet. Letting the people know that great destruction is going to come upon America, Babylon the Great, man. Right? But they said we would not listen, man. Right? Therefore, hey, that blood is going to be off our hands, man. Right? Lord said in Ezekiel 3rd chapter, he said that if they don't take heed, man, right, to the sound of the trumpet, their blood shall be upon our own hands, man. Right? We're wiping ourselves clean, man. If you don't listen, that's just on you. All right? The scripture says, let every man work at his own salvation, man. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. If they can't get it, hey, continue to move on. Right? Everything's on the court of the Most High anyway, man. Right? Verse 18, therefore, hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Verse 19, hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people. The Lord said he will bring evil upon what people? Upon the nation of Israel. 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Right? Because let's go to the book of Psalms real quick. Right? Let me get this. Stanky ass E, man. Alright, Psalms 91. And I'm gonna start at I started 1. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, but my power, in him will I trust. Right? And we put our trust, full faith in Yahweh Shema Shah, man. We're not gonna take matters into our own hands, picking up guns and shit, trying to go shoot and eat, man. That's what carnal emotional shit, man. And that's what's gonna put you to death. The Lord said to be carnally minded is death, man. Right? And all you niggas that want to take up arms and shit like that, go ahead, man. Watch y'all eat, blow your ass down. Verse 3, it says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. What's that noisome pestilence that's talking about? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Y'all seen what happened over there in Lebanon? That big ass explosion, that wasn't even a missile, man. So how much more ICBM nuclear missile? It's gonna be far more damage, man. Far more destruction. Verse 4, it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day. Verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that walketh wasted at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee, man. Right, so there's going to be a whole lot of people out here dying from pestilences, man. Right, you think the coronavirus is something serious now? Wait until they actually pop off. Wait till it actually pop off. You're going to see a whole lot of people out here dropping dead. They're making a big deal out of this shit. Well, nobody's really actually dying. You don't know anybody that's sick. You know anybody that's dying, right? You know, Jake, and not even just Jake. You know, these simple ass Edomites and these other heathens, man, they get a little small cough, a little sneeze, and what they do? They run to ESA and the fucking cracker, man, to get, you know, medications and stuff like that, man. When the Lord said that, let our herbs be our medications. It's like it's something like that, man. Right? Everything that you need to heal your body comes from the earth, man. You eat nothing but herbs, man. You gonna heal up, right? And ultimately trust in the Lord, because the Lord